Shalom, Kahalo Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Kakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, including the elders that came before them, taught us his truth. And shalom and salutations to all the brothers that push the word in truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. All right, just a quick lesson going into why there's uproars of the people over in Persia right now. Let's get this real quick. Second Ezra 9. All right. Let me get that. So Lucky, bear with me. Sure, I got too many windows open, so this is going to take a minute. Probably need to restart this. So, yeah, not a lot is being said about what's going on. What is this? So, handshake fail. What the hell is it? Let's try that again. Here we go. All right, so Second Ezra 9. Start from the top. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs, okay, what are the signs? These prophecies, which I've told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquake, there was an earthquake today in Mexico, big one. Been earthquakes for the past few days everywhere in diverse places. And uproars of the people in the world, then shall thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Okay, so we're going to focus on uproars of the people in the world. So whatever is going on over in Persia, okay, what is it behind, or what they say? Really, it's about Eve, or these women, just being out of order. The man is trying to, establish order, but these Western societies, they done poison the minds of the world at this point. Everybody wants to be a hoe, like they're being hoes over in Babylon the Great. All right, and like the brother brought out, let me get that. It says, let's get that real quick. Let me get, is it Matthew? Matthew 24. So Lucky, I'm going where the Spirit leads. It says, iniquity shall abound, right here. It says, Matthew 24 and 12, and because iniquity shall abound. What is iniquity? Lawlessness. Okay? Iniquity is abounding right now. The brother said, we usually concentrate on the back part. The love of many shall wax cold. We usually focus on that. He's right. But he said, now it's time to qualify this. And because iniquity shall abound, well, iniquity is abounding right now. All right, now we'll go here. All right, what is iniquity? Lawlessness. Damn, this thing is going to act a damn fool. Lost my connection. Bear with me. I got to change these batteries. I'll do it right after this lesson, Lord willing, if I can get through it. So, yeah, iniquity is lawlessness, okay? And the laws are in place for a reason. See, women, right, starting with Eve, have a propensity to want to be hoes, okay? And it is what it is, all right? So we'll go to 2 Tim, and we'll read this. 1 Timothy 2 and 9. in like manner also, that a woman adorn themselves in modest apparel with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broidered hair or gold pearls or costly array. Right now, if we read that in the literal, what does it mean, literal? Literal standard version, we get a word in there that brings everything into perspective. All right, and I know you hoes don't want to hear this, but anyway, also women in like manner in orderly apparel. What is orderly apparel? Okay, yeah, this thing's tripping. In orderly apparel, that goes into the ordinances. What are the ordinances? If you are ordered to put a hijab on, right? You put the hijab on, all right? Orderly apparel, all right? A man shall not wear that which pertaineth to a woman. These are the ordinances. And if a man says, look, woman, you finna cover yourself up because you belong to me, then you do that. All right? Orderly apparel. What are you ordered to wear from the top down? All right, so let's find out what's going on in Persia and why. Okay? Because iniquity, going back to breaking the ordinances, lawlessness, not keeping the laws. All right? And then Persians, which are Edomites, by the way, or are they Elam? I'm not sure. I got to check into that. But most of them are Edomites, and there's some Elamites mixed up in there. But they're all heathens, and Jake is over there, damn. So we're going to watch this, and I'm going to try to put some batteries in this mouse because it's tripping. Let me see if I can start it right here. Let's watch this.
We're back with the latest on protests in Iran, which are continuing after a woman died in police custody last week.
Yeah, 22-year-old Mahsa Amini was taken into custody by Iran's morality police, who enforce strict hijab rules. Iranian authorities have denied mistreating her.
Now look at her, all right? Because there's two things going on here. This is a propaganda campaign by the West destabilizing Iran and how they run shit over there. Got to keep that in mind. So she's kind of cute, right? And they're pushing this whole thing about, women should be able to do what they, should be able to be hoes if they want to. All right? And this is the lawlessness. Because guess what? In the kingdom, guess what? Going to be a lot of deaths. Until you bitches get in the right frame of mind. Hey, you think this is bad? Just wait. Wait till the kingdom. Your ass is going to be in order. First of all Jakes, you're going to be in order. Okay, I got this thing working. You're going to be in order. But these heathens, you're going to be in order too. Ain't going to be no hoes. And are you going to be covered up? Yeah. Yeah, you are. All right? So get that hijab out. Okay, you could run your last campaign of hoishness, which is what you're doing over there, which is why this woman, it was about, watch. You'll be able to see it. They're going to play it. I think they kind of edited out the part where she got the shit slapped out of her, right? She got bitch slapped, and then she went down, had a heart attack. So let's watch this.
Amini's death has sparked outrage and violent unrest, with at least 5 people killed in the protest.
Violent unrest. This says Iran unrest. All right, and I know I'm going back and forth, but bear with me. Uproars of the people. That goes right into unrest. All right, Iran. I'm gonna back that up a hair. All right, let's see.
His custody last week.
Yeah, 22-year-old Mahsa Amini was taken into custody by Iran's morality police, who enforce strict hijab rules.
Morality police. Okay, hey, that's going to be in the kingdom. If you breaking the rules in the kingdom, hey, there's gonna be punishments, punishable by death. If you out being a hoe, that shit is not gonna play in the kingdom. All right. So you better get your ass in order now. Start rehearsing the righteous acts. All right. Ain't gonna be no hoes in the kingdom.
Last week.
Yeah, 22-year-old Masa Amini was taken into custody by Iran's morality police, who enforce strict hijab rules. Iranian authorities have denied mistreating her. Amini's death has sparked outrage and violent unrest, with at least 5 people killed in the protests and dozens others injured.
NBC News Tehran bureau chief and correspondent Ali Arouzi joins us now with the latest on this. So, Ali, I know there are calls for a prompt and impartial investigation into this woman's death. What's the latest there?
Hey, Joe, that's right. There have been international calls for an open, independent, and transparent investigation into the death of this young woman who died while she was detained by the much feared, much hated morality police in this country. A spokesman for the UN High Commissioner for Human Rights issued a stinging statement saying that their office has received numerous unverified videos of violent treatment of women, including slapping women across the face, beating them with batons, and throwing them into the back of police vans. She said that the authorities must stop targeting, harassing, and detaining women who don't abide by these strict hijab rules. And
let's watch that again real quick. They might have edited the rearing back of the slap, but she basically, and they said slapping them, but you can barely tell. She didn't just fall out, which is what it looks like. She got the shit slapped out of her for being a hoe. Put your mask on, bitch. So lucky, and look, women, including slapping women and beating them with batons. Hey, it's gonna be like that in the kingdom. If you ain't right, then what? There's no punishment? See, that's why women out here are hoes, and that's why shit is out of control right here. Starting with Eve, we're going to get that. Okay? It was the woman that was in the transgression. That's what's going on right here. But then, if we go to the comments, oh, women stand up and all that. Hey, that's why shit is out of fucking control right now.
Targeting, harassing, and detaining women who don't abide by these strict hijab.
That don't abide. Watch this bitch get
received numerous unverified videos of violent treatment of women, including slapping women across the face, beating them with batons, and throwing them into the back of police vans. She said that the authorities must stop targeting, harassing, and detaining women who don't abide by these strict hijab rules, and is calling for a repeal of all discrimination laws and regulations that impose mandatory hijab. For their part, the authorities here, unsurprisingly, Joe, have denied any culpability in the death of Masa Amini, but they have been spooked by the reaction of the people on the streets. So much so that even the authorities here have said that they have launched an investigation into her death. The president of Iran even called her family to offer his condolences, but those efforts by the authorities in Iran have done little to suppress the unrest that is still continuing.
And Ellie, we know that unrest was sparked by the woman's death, but as you were just talking about, this highlights a broader issue of human rights in Iran. Are there any calls to reform Iran's military or morality police, rather, and its laws requiring the wearing of those hijabs?
Now, right now, this is the West doing their little witchcraft. Oh, no, it's okay for women to be hoes. All right? They should be just like it is in the West, and a woman should be ruling the household. And, hey, that's why we're in the motherfucking mess that we're in right now.
Yes, I mean, those are essentially what all the calls are for right now in the protests. And we are seeing unprecedented scenes in Iran right now, Steve. Women...
And they say unprecedented. Yeah, no. Okay? Maybe right there at Tehran University and in the area, but, hey, bitches are still getting clocked and knocked out, acting a damn fool over there, all right? This is propaganda trying to destabilize, right, a way of life over there. And of course, you got some hoes out there being influenced by Western culture, all right? But hey, everybody's going to be in line like this in a minute.
Are basically at the forefront of this movement.
And there's a bunch of simps out there saying, "Oh no, we shouldn't treat our women like." See, it's a bunch of damn simps who are probably effeminate and right down to LGBTQRST.
They are saying that their rights have been trampled on, that essentially the laws in this country are state sponsored misogyny. And not only do they want the laws reformed, they don't want to be subject to these very strict Islamic rules on dress codes. And that's why we've been seeing last night unprecedented images in Iran.
This is what you're saying. You'll get a couple of westernized Iranians, Persian, to corroborate this bullshit. But hey, you're talking about Tehran, which is the capital. But what about Iran? Is huge. Okay, so what they're doing is they're taking one incident and saying, "Here's what's going on in Iran, the whole fucking country." You know this is something, when you analyze and break it down, this is some bullshit. So,
of women standing in the middle of Tehran and other cities, burning their headscarves in the middle of the city, shaving their heads, being supported by large crowds chanting Iran. Several days ago, Steve, this would have been an unimaginable taboo in Iran, but this is what's happening in the evenings here in Iran. It is a seminal moment for the Islamic Republic.
I mean, Ali, in the past, we've seen anti-government unrest met with large deployments of security forces. Protesters have been arrested, injured, even killed.
Yeah, because they ain't having that shit, which is proper. All right? You obey the rules, right? And if the rules are such that you could be a hoe, right? You want to be a hoe, go to Babylon.
Is the response here similar to that?
Look, Joe, the response...
They're showing the same area time after time, the same clips. This is not nationwide. This is bullshit.
Has been heavy-handed. There's no doubt about that. But they have unusually, for the time being, for now, they haven't.
These are the same clips.
As violent as they've been before. It's not clear exactly why. Maybe they're hoping that the protests will peter out. Maybe they don't want to have a really harsh crackdown while Iran's president is in New York and going to address the UNGA. But there are fears in this country that if the protests go on, if they get larger, and once the president is back in Iran, there'll be a no-holds-barred crackdown on protesters.
Ali Arouzi reporting from...
So, of course, right there in Tehran University, or whatever they call it, that's in the nation's capital at the biggest college, right? Of course, you're going to have some westernized hoes, right, chanting and doing that type of thing. And when they get laid out like this one did, okay, then it is what it is. And she's probably from the West, okay, and came over there with that bullshit. No, she went to see her family, da-da-da-da-da, tried to get through the airport looking like a hoe, trying to be cute. And now her ass is 6 foot under. But anyway, all right, so let's get a couple on the way out. Let's get through her. Let's see. That's probably the Apocrypha. Yeah, it is. Okay, I'm going to come back and get that. Let's get woman. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, and this is what we're looking at through the Spirit. And if you don't get it, then get the hell off of my page. 1 Timothy 2:14. And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. All right? And they're being deceived right now. Oh, you could be a hoe out here. Be not deceived. Okay, right here. Beguiled. American Standard. And Adam was not beguiled, but the woman being beguiled hath fallen into. What does it mean to be beguiled by that fruit? The fruit is philosophy. The philosophy that you could walk around butt naked and not get raped. See? You understand? Let me get this real quick. Bear with me while I look this up. Through her. Let's see. Bear with me, Slappin. Sirach 25 and 24. You gotta get some understanding because it's gonna be like this in the kingdom, all right? Sirach 25 and 24. Of the woman came the beginning. We just showed it was the woman that was in the transgression. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. See? What's she doing? When she got the shit slapped out of her, she was gadding abroad. Okay? And the Most High instantly put her ass to death, if you understand what is going on. All right? And again, Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. All right? So anyway, this comes down to unrest. All right? And we're watching it. These are the prophecies jumping on. All right? We're going to see more. So I just wanted to go into that because they're not really reporting on it. Let me see quickly. Look and look at the comments. Hamed, shame on you, boy. The women of Iran are putting their lives on the line to speak up. No, they're putting their lives on the line to get smacked down because they're out of line. Please help them be heard. Look at this. See, this is a Western mentality that ain't gonna be in the kingdom. I've met a few Iranians in my life. All of them are very friendly and nice people. I wish you, yeah, stay strong. What does that mean? Stay strong, put your hijab on. This is what I'm looking for. Thanks for reporting this while all the other major media are quiet about it. All right, so yeah, but it was very skewed what they were saying too. Right here, hats off for a fine reporting. Any human who considers the suffering and subjugation of an entire nation, no, what they're doing is actually right. And outrage ought to step up their efforts in solidarity with the courageous women, what? And girly men of Iran. Wrong. Wrong. You gonna say that in the kingdom? No. You're gonna be fully with the law or be put to death, which is what's going. That's a righteous thing they're over there doing. So hey, it is what it is. So if you disagree with the laws that the Most High had, and we'll see how's that going to fly in the kingdom. We'll see. All right. So with that, we hope that their life will edify you, the elect, you brothers, and very few sisters. All right. With that, shalom.